Rebecca Harreman, and I will be taking you through the Gender Identity Seminar for Years 1 and 2. This presentation will cover gender identity and stereotypes, why it's such an important issue, as well as some theory and educational frameworks and 2 resources for your Year 1 and 2 classrooms that I personally use. So what is gender identity? The term sex refers to the physical anatomy and chromosomes that are assigned at birth that identify a person as being male or female. The term gender refers to socially constructed perceptions of how males and females should look and act. Research shows that gender has been socially and historically constructed, varying over vast periods of time, cultures, and socio-economic circumstances. Children become aware of their own gendered identity through the many societal messages they receive around them from a young age, from the media and from family attitudes. Although times are changing, there are still many gender stereotypes and biased opinions in society. For example, some people view pink, dancing, and unicorns as being for girls, and strength, sports, and cars are often associated with boys. So how does this affect children? Well, by the age of 7, children have a fully formed attitude towards gender due to stereotypes. This limits a child's personality, their perceptions, growth, and potential for becoming their true self. Not to mention it affects their self-esteem and their mental health. So as an educator, you can be the role model for change by challenging gender stereotypes, promoting inclusivity through action and resources, calling out inappropriate comments, encouraging individuality and acceptance, and most importantly, being supportive and understanding. According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs and humanistic learning theory, children need to have all 4 levels of needs met on the pyramid, such as love and belonging, connections, respect, and self-esteem in order to develop to their fullest potential. The first resource I use in the classroom is a book called My Shadow is Pink by Australian author Scott Stewart. This book is an emotional, inspiring, and true story written about the author's son Colin, following him on his first day of school. He knows he is different to everyone else because he likes things that are not meant for boys. This book is absolutely incredible and uses shadows as a visual metaphor for true self or identity, a concept that is easily understood by children. Reading promotes discussion, which leads to change. Engaging in discussion after reading this story can encourage thoughts on what inclusion should really look like and the social dilemma of the character. The whole class can then brainstorm inclusive attitudes, values, and beliefs to display and actively encourage, helping to create a sense of community and belonging. 2 different adaptations of the same story can be found on YouTube as videos for differentiation. Moving on to resource 2. This is a worksheet that I created called My Shadow is Amazing because I have used this in both Year 1 and Year 2 classrooms, and it is a great follow-on activity after reading Resource 1 or on its own following a guided discussion. It is a strengths-based approach that focuses on the use of inclusive, non-gender specific language to describe people and positive self-talk. Students will fill in the 3 of the bubbles of how I see myself, things I love to do, and something you may not know about me. They will then swap sheets and list each other's positive qualities. This encourages connections and builds self-esteem. Students can then decorate their shadows to reflect themselves, displaying them around the room, celebrating their differences and promoting belonging. Both of the resources I have shown you today link to the Australian curriculum for Year 1 and Year 2 English, as well as personal and social capability, making them wonderful tools to use in your classroom. Thank you for your time in supporting this important social issue.